In this video, we are going to talk about a typical developer challenge. You must have created services on DataPower, and you must have integrated those services with the services present on servers other than DataPower, maybe APIs or MQ systems or Kafka, etc. Now, in both the cases, as a developer, you are supposed to test that service. So what testing tool do you use? Well, you can say, okay, I use tools like SOA test, or I use tools like SOAP UI or very popular Postman, etc. Yes, you can use that. You can use those tools to invoke services present on DataPower, and you can use those tools to invoke services present on other server other than DataPower. Yes, that works perfectly fine. But what about a peculiar scenario where some services are exclusively available from DataPower? In other words, you might have a service B sitting somewhere other than DataPower server, which can only be invoked from DataPower. You must have come across scenarios like this. In this type of scenario, you cannot use your Postman or SOA test type of tool. Why? Because those tools, they run on your local workstation. And this service B that I'm talking about, it is accessible only from DataPower. Maybe there is an IP whitelisting there that allows them to be invoked only from DataPower, right? So in such scenarios, what options do you have? How are you going to ensure, number one, that you can reach out to those services, and second, you can invoke those services? So in this video, I'm going to talk about a tool that does exactly that. To access that tool, go to administration, then go to debug, and then go and click on send a test message. Now this simple web interface is very powerful, and this is the tool that I was talking about. You can see that here you can hit a variety of URL, meaning by default HTTP and HTTPS URLs you can formulate, but you can also invoke MQ. You can also invoke IBM WebSphere based JMS, and you can also invoke a mainframe system. So in one go, this is a multi-facet tool that allows you to invoke many different kind of backend. Now here the Kafka is not mentioned, but it is possible to have Kafka URL over here as well. There is no Kafka helper over here for now, but I assume that in future IBM is going to add the support for that too. Now here you can provide your custom headers, and here the request body you can paste and you can make a call. Now if I go ahead and do that, let's see if I go ahead and do that, what happens. So I will say https www.google.com, and it has to be a GET request, but unfortunately it requires a message body, so I'm going to put a dot over here and I'm going to make a call. Now see that in the response section, you get a response. You have a response code, you have the response headers, and you have the response body. Good or bad, we got the response, right? So this testing tool can be used in scenarios where you have a service outside the DataPower, but you want to invoke that service from DataPower without writing even a single line of code, and you want to check whether that service is working fine or not. So this simple but powerful tool can help you in that task. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.